This story is called Angel Child, Dragon Child by Michelle Maria Surratt. Pictures by Vo Din Ma. My sister skipped through the stone gate 2 by 2. Mother was not there to skip with me. Mother was far away in Vietnam. She could not say, "Ooh, to my little one, be an angel child. Be happy in your new American school." I hugged the wall and peeked around the corner. A boy with fire-colored hair pointed his finger. "Pajamas!" he shouted. They wore white pajamas to school. The American children tilted back their long noses, laughing. I turned away. "I want to go home to father and little Kwong," I said. Chi Hai's hands curved over my shoulders. Children stay where parents place them, Uti. We stay. Somewhere a loud bell jangled. I lost my sisters in a swirl of rushing children. "Pajamas!" they teased. Inside, the children did not sit together and chant as I was taught. Instead, they waved their hands and said their lessons one by one. I hid my hands, but the teacher called my name. Nguyen Hua. Hua is my true name, but I am Uti. Uti is my at-home name, a tender name for smallest daughter. "Hua," the teacher said slowly, "write your name, please." She pressed a chalk piece to my hand and wrote in the air. "I not understand," I whispered. The round-eyed children twittered. The red-haired boy poked my back. "Stand up, pajamas!" I stood and bowed. "Chow bui sung," I said like an angel child. The children screeched like blue jays. I sat down and flipped up my desktop, hiding my angry dragon face. Deep in my pocket, I felt Mother's gift, a small wooden matchbox with silver edges. I took it out and traced the Hua from on the lid. When I tapped the tiny jar, Mother's eyes peeked over the edge. "I will keep you safe in here, Mother," I told her. "See, you will just fit beside the crayons." Her listening face smiled. In my heart, I heard the music of her voice. "Do not be angry, my smallest daughter," she said. "Be my brave little dragon." So all day I was brave, even when the children whispered behind their hands and the clock needles ticked slowly. Finally, the bell trilled. Time for home. As soon as he saw me, little Kwong crowed, "Uti, Uti, Uti!" His laughing eyes gleamed like watermelon seeds. I dropped my books and flung him on my hip. There he rode, tugging my hair that sorted mint leaves and chives. Little Kwong strung rice noodles from the cup hooks. Father and I laughed at his happy play. At night, small brother curled tight beside me. I showed him Mother's lonely face inside the matchbox. Together we prayed, "Keep Mother safe. Send her to us soon." With Mother's picture near, we slept like angel children. In this way, many days passed. One day at school, small feathers floated past the frosty windows. "Mother," I whispered, "this is snow. It makes everything soft, even the angry trees with no leaves to make them pretty." My fingers danced on the desktop while I waited for the bell. When it rang, I rushed out the door. Outside, snowflakes left wet kisses on my cheeks. "Chi Hai," I called, "catch some!" "It disappears," she cried. Just as Chi Hai spoke, a snow rock stung her chin. That red-haired boy darted behind the dumpster. He was laughing hard. I tried, but I could not be a noble dragon. Before I knew it, I was scooping up snow. My hands burned and my fingers turned red. I threw my snow rock and the laughing stopped. Suddenly, the boy tackled me. We rolled in the snow, kicking and yelling, until the principal's large hand pinched my shoulder. "Inside!" he thundered, and he marched us to the classroom. "We can't have this fighting. You two have to help each other," ordered the principal. He pointed at me. "Hua, you need to speak to Raymond. Use our words. Tell him about Vietnam." Raymond glared. "And you, Raymond, you must learn to listen. You will write Hua's story." "But I can't understand her funny words," Raymond whined. "Anyway, I don't even have a pencil." "Use this one, then," said the principal. He slapped down a pencil, turned, and slammed the door. His shoes squeezed down the hall. "Pajamas," Raymond hissed. He crinkled his paper and snapped the pencil in two. He hid his head in his arms. How could I tell my story to him? The clock needles blurred before my eyes. No, I would not be an angel child for this cruel-hearted boy. But later, across the room, I heard a sniffle. Raymond's shoulders jiggled like little Kwong's when he cried for Mother. I crept over. Gently, I tugged at the sad boy's sleeve. He didn't move. Raymond, I pleaded, not cry. I give you a cookie. Suddenly, his head bounced up. Hua, he shouted. You said my name. You didn't use funny words. He broke off a piece of the cookie. I say English, I answered proudly. And you could call me Uti. Uti is my at-home name, from Vietnam. Okay, Uti, he rumbled. But only if you tell me what's in your matchbox. My mother, I told him. We giggled and ate the cookie crumbs. Then Raymond asked, why do you need your mother's picture? Mother is far away, I said softly. She didn't come with you? So many children in my family, I sighed. No money for mother to come. Wait, said Raymond. He grabbed part of the broken pencil. I handed him a new sheet of paper. Now tell me about Vietnam, he said. Raymond scrawled my words in black squiggles, like crayon pictures in the margins. When we were ready, Raymond leaned out the door. Done, he beamed. He waved the story like a flag. The principal squeegeed up the hall. You may go, said the big man. We dashed through the stone gate together. The next day, the principal read our story to the whole school. These girls sailed many oceans to be here. They left behind their home, their friends, and most important of all, their mother. So now, Uti's mother needs money for the long boat ride to America, shouted a familiar voice. Raymond stood on his chair. And we could have a fair and earn the money. Young man, warned the principal. Raymond slid down in his seat. We could, he insisted. I hid my eyes. I held my breath. Chi-Hai squeezed my hand. A special fair! A Vietnamese fair! My teacher exclaimed. My eyes opened wide. The principal's eyebrows wiggled like caterpillars. But who will help with a Vietnamese fair? Me! Cried Raymond. We will, squealed the children. Well, what are we waiting for? Said the principal, and we all clapped for the fair. On the special day, I wore my white ao dai and welcomed everyone to our Vietnamese fair. Chào Bui Sung, I said, bowing like an angel child. Chào Bui Sung, they answered, smiling. High above our heads, our rainbow dragon floated freely. Below, Chi-Hai and her friends sold rice cakes, imperial rolls, and sesame cookies. Raymond popped balloons and won 3 goldfish. He gave one to little Plum. Don't eat it, he warned. By the end of the day, we had just enough money to send to Mother. When will she come, I wondered. Every day, we walked home wondering, when will Mother come? We slid through icy winter. We splish-splashed through spring rain. We tiptoed barefoot through the grass, still hoping she would come. On the last day of school, when I knew the hoa phong were blossoming in Vietnam, Raymond and I raced home faster than all my sisters. We were the first to see Father and little Plum at the picture window, and beside them, Mother!